Hey guys, today I'm talking about two movies, one TV show and one video game. So let's just start right away because this is going to be very long. The TV show is RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 6, which wrapped up like 2 weeks ago or something, and I was very happy to see that Kylie Sonic Love won. She's the first transgender woman to ever actually win one of these seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race. Of course, it is not the main Drag Race, but whatever. I was very happy for her and she was my favorite out of the top 4 at the end of the series. To be honest, along all the series I wanted Trinity K. Bonet to win the crown because I think she was the most complete queen out of everyone there, but of course she was victim of the elimination process and also because she had not done as well compared, the wins and all that to the other ones, so that was kind of sad, but because I do think she was the best of the bunch still, but yeah, I mean, not everything that you want to happen happens, so whatever. But I think Kylie is a fantastic queen, and I think that is so great that so many people are going to know about her and about transgender people in general because she won this reality show. So it's going to be very exciting for her and for Drag Race fans who sometimes can be racist and transphobic, it has to be said. So I think it's great to have queens like her, to have queens like all the others that have won recently, like Shea Coulee, for example, show that, drag is not one kind of thing, but it can be, so many other things. I'm very glad for that. I'm not watching any more Drag Race right now because I think Drag Race Holland is just such a mess. I mean, I watched the first 3 episodes of the current season 2, and I thought it was so bad. I mean, the lip syncs are awful, the songs that they chose also awful, the contestants very uninspired. Like I was like, okay, I'm not going to watch this anymore because it's pissing me off more than cheering me up, which is what drag should do. I was like, you know what, I'm not going to watch the rest of the season. I don't care who wins, to be honest, but I'm going to watch season 3 of UK Drag Race because I loved the first 2 seasons and I really want to know what season 3 brings. I mean, the queens look really fun. I'm really hoping for that. I think it's in October or something, maybe late September, whatever, but I'm going to watch that series for sure. So that's the TV show I wanted to talk about. About the movies, I'm going to really sprint here. There are 3 Tim Burton movies that I watched recently. I watched Batman Returns, I watched Beetlejuice, and I watched Edward Scissorhands. And of course, I wanted to talk not really about the movies specifically because I think these 3 movies are just great, perfect movies. They're classics at this point. And I wanted to talk about how I miss really Tim Burton's vision of a movie. I mean, Tim Burton has been missing from the film industry basically since Dumbo, and I didn't really watch Dumbo, and before that he did like a couple of other movies that weren't successful and weren't really Tim Burton. I mean, you didn't really feel that Tim Burton-esque in the movie, so I'm really missing that. I would love for him to find a project and just go full in, I don't know how you say it, but just go there, whatever project he wants to do or create. I think he's doing like a TV show for someone. I don't know if it's Disney, someone else, whatever he does. I wish he just went full Tim Burton from the 90s, late 80s, early 90s, because that was his best time. Batman Returns is a fantastic film. I mean, the screenplay is not great. I mean, the story is great, but the dialogue is very shaky. The performances, of course, there are great. My favorite one being, of course, Michelle Pfeiffer. She's just outstanding in that role. She's an amazing actress, and it's sad that we don't see her too often. I wish they gave her more to do in the next Ant-Man film, but who knows? I also watched Beetlejuice. I actually love Gina Davis in that movie. She's just amazing. And Alec Baldwin also does a great job, and Catherine O'Hara and everyone in the cast is just perfect for the role. It's so amazing. And the art direction on all of Tim Burton's films, especially those 3, just fantastic. Johnny Depp in Edward Scissorhands is perfection, and I know Johnny Depp is cancelled and all of that crap, but not crap, but issues that are personal to that person. I think he's still a fantastic actor, and in that movie he he really showed what he could do. And again, the costume design, the art direction, the makeup, I mean, Diane Wiest in that movie, Winona Ryder, I mean, it's so amazing how much awesomeness Tim Burton gave us with those movies. I mean, he gave us Winona Ryder basically, and she went on to do crazy shit and then come back with Stranger Things. But I think then even in her character in Stranger Things, we feel some of those Tim Burton aspects that brought her to the main stage. It's really interesting. I really encourage you to watch those movies, those 3 movies, and even all the other Tim Burton movies. He has other movies that are pretty good, but those ones are like his 3 masterpieces, I would say, just perfection. And my final review, let's say, is about the Bioshock collection. I have to say that I bought the Bioshock collection at a sale on Steam, actually for my computer. It's also available on the Switch, which I didn't know, but I don't really think it makes sense because it's pricier for the Switch, and actually the gameplay, I think it would be kind of weird in the Switch. I don't know, I prefer it on my computer. I played the first game. I have to confess that I didn't love it. I wasn't going crazy with it. I don't really like zombies and you know, horror games. I mean, I've played a couple, but I'm not really a fan of horror in that sense. I'm the weird kind of gay person because apparently all gay people love horror. I mean, I don't hate it, but I'm not looking for it, let's say. So I was like, okay, I'm not even going to finish the first Bioshock, and I'm not going to play the second one because the poster is basically the same thing. So I was like, okay, whatever. But recently I was looking for something to play because I was bored with all the other games that I have, and I realized, oh my god, I have the Bioshock collection and I haven't played Bioshock Infinite. So I was like, okay, let's play this, and it's fantastic. The story is just so massive in a way. I mean, it's so intricate, and it mixes real history with fake history and technology and like supernatural shit, and of course it's a shoot 'em up game, which is kind of fantastic because it really doesn't apply to the story in a sense, but also it does. I mean, it's so insane that they created such a game from so many sources. I think it's really fantastic and really interesting. I mean, the main characters, Booker DeWitt and Elizabeth, are just fantastic. I mean, they're great because they're the classical couple from a movie, like the damsel in distress who happens to be a really capable woman, and the rough guy that has a gun and that can do everything but needs help sometimes, and Elizabeth is there to help him, and the crazy prophet guy with his crazy religious shit from reality, to be honest, because that happens in real life, and the real life history, and it's so amazing. I mean, even how the game begins in that boat going to a lighthouse or something, it's just so witty and so well created, and it really holds up after all this time, because the game is already, I don't know how many years old, but it's old for video games. I think it's amazing. It really holds up, and if you have this chance to play it, just go and play it because it's a fantastic game. One of those classics in the video game industry. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please comment down below whatever you think about anything that I said in this video. Please like this video, share, of course, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Goodbye.